How's it, punters? Welcome to Best Sports Betting, and today we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Durban July, taking place on the 3rd of July at Hollywoodbets Greyville. With me is Tim from Pocket the Winner, a horse racing tipping site, and he tipped some nice horses for us last year. We picked up some wins. He's back this year. We're going to run through the main race, and then we're going to run through some of the other races. Tim, how are you?
Oh, all good, Robert. Thank you for having me on the show once again. Like you said, last year was really successful, so hopefully we can follow on to that. But just grateful to be on the show and absolutely loving the content at the moment. So let's keep that going.
Great. And Tim, you from Pocket the Winner, you guys provide a horse racing subscription service to your punters. You're going to be providing some free tips for us today. And tell us before we get started a quick bit about Pocket the Winner and what they do.
Right, thanks, Robert. So basically, Pocket the Winner, we basically a small team of four professional tipsters. We've been now doing the horse racing tipping for around 7 years now. We're well known in the horse racing industry. We've built some partnerships with Interbet as well for a short period with the SA horse racing app in the past. So we are quite well known out there and well established. And we just continue to obviously put some winners in the punters' pockets. And hopefully this July will be no different to a success story. Hopefully by the 4th of July we'll be counting the money in the bank.
Yes, great. And going to the July now, it's running on the 3rd of July. As I mentioned, it's a field of 18 and 2 reserve runners. I'm not the biggest horse racing funny in the world, so I'm going to leave most of his technical stuff to Tim. But Snaith is going for his 4th consecutive July win. Let's run through this card before I jump into some of those things. We've got the Green Light as the favorite at 2.5, then Linebacker, Rainbow Bridge, Rascallion, and then the rest of the field. Do It Again is one that's kind of jumped out to me, looking for I think it's his 3rd win.
That's correct.
For the July, and that's probably one that I fancy. But take us through your kind of fancies on this card, and it's not exactly a strong card, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's the way you look at it. I think this year there's a lot of horses that has a lot of potential for going on and making big careers. It favors the younger horses, the younger horses with who come into this race pretty unexposed. So at this part of their career, they could still be anything as well. So based on the research which we've done and the studies. We actually are quite strong on our selection this year for the Vodacom Durban July, and I think I'll just kick it off straight off the bat with Rainbow Bridge, which is the number 1 horse, and which I can say with a lot of confidence is the Pocket the Winners team tip selection for this year. It's Rainbow Bridge. Did drop us last year.
It got boxed in last year, I think.
Yes, that's correct.
It was Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, it should finally win a July, to be honest.
So, actually, yeah. So Rainbow Bridge, this 3rd time lucky, as we'd like to call it, this year around, running 2nd in his first ever July attempt, and last year he didn't run too well, but there was some respiratory noises reported after the race. So last year we put a line through it. I think 3rd time's a charm. I think Rainbow Bridge is winning this year, and my reason behind this is he's done absolutely nothing wrong after actually losing to Bulgarian in the Vodacom Durban July last year. He's come outside that, winning the Sun Met, beating Bulgarian, and then coming down to Greyville for the KZN season, running 2 winners behind Catch 22, and in the same breath in saying that, Bulgarian was well beaten in their last starts over the mile, which I think speaks a lot about the Rainbow Bridge. And I feel Rainbow Bridge is that type of horse which is actually improving with age. And, I know he's a 6-year-old gelding, but yes, since Luke Ferraris has got aboard this beautiful gelding, Rainbow Bridge just can't put a foot wrong, and the way he's won is so impressive. I can go on and on about Rainbow Bridge, and then Lady Luck was on his side as well, as Rainbow Bridge pulled gate number 1 for the Vodacom Durban July.
Perfect
so
draw.
Jumping from gate 1, there'll be no excuses from the Eric Sands stable, and I think what happened last year is that tempo was so fast from Justin Snaith. He was setting the race up for Bulgarian, and Rainbow Bridge was just at that top weight. He was sitting 4th, 5th. He couldn't quicken up, and there there's been a change of tactics since Luke has got the ride. They like bringing Rainbow Bridge from the back of the field, so I will not be shocked if the commentator says at the 400-meter Rainbow Bridge starts warming up the engines and it goes on to win quite comfortably. Just touching on the field, obviously.
Tell me a bit about the favourites and why are you kind of fading Got the Green Light? I mean, 2.5 is very, very short, especially for a July. I mean, I don't think I could ever back a July horse at that price.
I agree 100% with you. I think there is no value for me in a July horse that is 2-1 favorite. Unfortunately, that's how I feel, but to all punters their own. But what I want to say about Got the Green Light is, I'm not denying the solid facts that's on paper. Yes, he is well weighted in this race. He is the best weighted for me on merit rating system. Muzieni is in cracking form at the moment as well. He knows Got the Green Light. Got the Green Light knows how to run in a July, knows how to almost win a July. So for this 55 kilogram colt, 4-year-old, I think he's going to run an absolute cracker. And I think the betting has it pretty summed up. Got the Green Light will either win by 4 lengths, or I can tell you what, the bad luck will continue for Got the Green Light, and he'll have to settle for another second. So I think Rainbow Bridge to win, Got the Green Light for second. These are the two main contenders for the Vodacom Durban July this year from the Pocket the Winner team. I'm so confident on Rainbow, but Got the Green Light, like I said, best weighted, and he is the horse to beat if you look at on paper. But like they always say in horse racing, a race is not run on paper. So that's why I've gone for the Rainbow Bridge, Got the Green Light. Touching on the rest, obviously, you know, if we had to go through each and every horse, you know, we'd be a literally 20-hour recording.
Give us some value outsiders. I mean,
yes, that's what I'm going to give you right now. So just quickly, I'm just going to run through them. Johnny Euro, Tyrone Zaki, it's great to see jockeys like Cabello he's having his first Vodacom Durban July race. It's great for these youngsters and these new jockeys to experience the big horse racing races. But I can't make a claim for him. Shah Akbar, also can't make a claim for him. Express from the US was a really interesting entry for me into this July, but he's well held on so many form lines as well as Crown Towers. Then we get to the 3-year-olds, which I'm just going to touch on in a collaboration here. Rascallion, linebacker, and number 18, Comedy Ding. A really nice Afrikaans name there for Comedy Ding. I know he has a massive following in Cape Town. A dream story come true if Comedy Ding can win. Bought for 55,000 at the sales and could be winning a grade 1. So that would just be a miracle story.
For those owners, eh? Yeah.
Exactly. So, okay, so just touching on the 3-year-olds, I think it's probably the best 3-year-olds I've seen in a very long time in South Africa. Linebacker would be my first pick when it comes to 3-year-olds. Linebacker, I think, will run a massive race with Grant van Niekerk, 53 kilograms, 7 draw. He has held Rascallion and Comedy Ding with his last 2 runs. So I think linebacker should be there. But value-wise, I think Comedy Ding with Gavin Larina switching from Sile, the stable jockey, finally getting a little bit of a more experienced jock on his back. If you look at Comedy Ding's form line, and now he gets a good jockey, a better jockey, more experienced, like I said, no disrespect to Sile, Gavin Larina, you could maybe add 3 lengths to his form line or 2 lengths. So that could see Comedy Ding maybe reversing the form line with linebacker. So I would say Comedy Ding is the value at the 3-year-olds. But my lurker in the pack, I actually have 2 of them. So if you're looking at this July and you don't want to back a 2-1, Got the Green Light, or Rainbow Bridge, which I think is fantastic value at 6-1. I think that's the value there, Robert. I'm not sure what Rainbow Bridge is now at the moment.
Yeah, it's just trading at about 5 at the moment, but not
5-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5-1, which I think is massive value for the best rated horse in South Africa. But anyway, if you're looking at the 2 favorites and you want your 2 outsiders, these are my 2 outsiders for the Vodacom Durban July this year. Sovereign Spirit, number 8. Candice Bass, Robertson, Keegan the Mellow, drawn 8. Now, when it comes to unlucky stories, I feel this horse must be hated by the handicappers. And the reason I'm saying this is he was a 106, 105 handicapped horse. And then he ran 1 good race in his life. He ran his heart out in the Sun Met. He ran third to Rainbow Bridge, 4 lengths finishing. And the handicapper just punished him with 24 points in the merit rating system. And he just from there, he would never be able to beat Rainbow Bridge on the ratings. But now he is getting that weight allowance of 54 kilograms, receiving 6 from Rainbow Bridge. I think that makes him a massive contender and an outside package deal. The reason I'm saying that is ignore his last run, pull a line through it. But before that, when running third to Do It Again, Robert, which is your fancy, he was carrying level weights with Do It Again. He only finished 3 lengths off, and Craig Zaki rode him. They got into traffic in a small field. He just wasn't striding out. There were so many problems, and he still managed to run third. So I think if this horse finally has a bit of crack of dawn luck, he can maybe see the placings, and I think that's massive value. I think under correction, I last saw him in the 40s to 1, so I think that could be your places. I think that is a great place bet. Obviously, the tote tab is paying out to 6 places, so I won't be shy to have a place bet on Sovereign Spirit, which is the number 8. The next value is number 10. She's a keeper. Now, one thing I can tell everyone here, we have had horses with Gavin and Gareth and, the Pocket the Winner Syndicate. So I can tell you with a lot of confidence, knowing Gareth as well, is she's a keeper. There is no secret that this horse is above average in the stable. Absolutely. So when you open the card and you see a horse like She's a Keeper, a 4-year-old filly, you look at the rating, a 96 rating, you would just close the book and say, right, this is 100 to 1. This can't win. This can't run. But that's not the case. This is a very, very horse that's not been exposed to good talent yet. It's taking its first ever big race like this, like a Durban July, like a Grade 1. And Warren Kennedy, which we all know is an amazing form line at the moment, She's a Keeper is massive value, and like I said, Gareth van Zyl is not shy to tell you that this is above average and that this horse can run. So on 52 kilograms on the back, I would definitely be putting some place money on that. I'm not sure what the odds are, but I think it should be in the 30s or 20s. That's all I know.
She's about 20 at the moment. I'm sure it's probably going to change closer to the race.
20.
So Rainbow Bridge is your outright winner pick, and then we've got Sovereign Spirit and She's a Keeper as your kind of place selections.
That's correct. That's
right,
correct.
fantastic.
Yes.
So go ahead.
For the exectors, the quadrettes, all the big players on Durban July Day, I'll be roving, bankering Rainbow Bridge and Got the Green Light. I can't see these 2 horses missing the top 4. They should be there. So I think that's where the value plays. So like I said, Rainbow Bridge, Got the Green Light, they're the winners for me. But bar that, the value is the 8 and the 10. So that's my play. But just lastly, I'm not going to ignore your horse, Do It Again. Obviously, if you're playing pick 6, you should include it. It has the best July record, like you mentioned, going for free winners.
It's 4th consecutive, isn't it? Or Snaith is going for his 4th. Sorry, Snaith, not Do It Again. Do It Again is going for its 3rd July win.
Yes, that's correct. So, also in saying that, Justin Snaith, which is a master in training horses and winning on big days like this, it's a very funny lineup. I haven't, when I looked at this card, I was looking for the Cape Town winner, and I couldn't find Justin Snaith's name on it. And I say this with full respect because he has great horses like Bulgarian and Do It Again. Bulgarian, obviously last year's winner. He has such great horses, but I think for the first time it could be a bit of a change in trainer winning the July. But Do It Again, I will take nothing away from this absolute champion. When he wants to run, there's not many that can beat him. The thing that's putting me off is they've changed the cheek pieces. Last time he ran with cheek pieces, I thought that actually did a trick for him, but he almost got beat by a very low-rated horse. So, like I said, I won't be shocked.
Bit of a risk then,
if Justin Snaith pops up. But for me, I'm strong on 1. Got Rainbow Bridge and Got the Green Light.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Tim. Let's jump over to some of your other selections for some of the other races. And we're going to jump over to race 2. And we've got Bard of Avon opening up as a heavy favourite there, opening up about 2 at the moment. And we've got William Robertson and Captain Lannister and or closing out your top 3. What do you like for race 2?
Right. Okay. So this is where you start playing your doubles for the day. This is where your cash flow starts. Now, this is specifically maybe for the big punter, the massive punter, but the horse you've mentioned first, Bard of Avon, the hot favorite here. I can't see this horse losing on July Day in race 2. I think it's going to be a perfect start for Muzieni. With Ashley Fortune. Ashley Fortune holding the aces in this race, having 4 runners in this race, if I believe, or 3, yeah. So Bard of Avon, Captain Lannister, and Elmo. Bard of Avon holds all of them on form line after running an absolute cracker in his last run. So the reason why I'm saying Bard of Avon is well above average is he won his maiden in the Highveld. They brought him down straight to a Group 1, and he ran second by a nose. They must think very highly of this horse. And I cannot see Bard of Avon losing based on his last run. I think the value in this race, if you want some value, maybe you can look at the number 13, William Robertson. This could be on the improving side of things, but this is where my doubles start, and this is definitely where I'll be having a big bet on Bard of Avon into Rainbow Bridge. I'll be playing some doubles and trebles. But it all starts with Bard of Avon in the second race.
So hopefully the July gets off to a nice win. Although he has shortened significantly from his opening of 2, and he's now down to 1.5. But still looks like lots of money coming in for that one. So hopefully you're onto something there.
Exactly.
Include that one in your multis.
What you've just said there, that that could just be the confirmation. If the money is already coming in for it, the connections and the trainer is expecting a massive run from this horse. So, like I said, I'll be shocked if this loses. I think it'll take a very good horse to beat Bard of Avon in the second.
All right, great. Let's jump over to race 4, where we have Bayberry, who opened up at 4, still currently trading at 4. Double Mint. I'm not going to try and pronounce. Well, actually, I am. Atyab, and then Nibras closing out the other favorites. Any fancies there? Maybe something that's is it anything outside Pass of Victory? Anything outside of the favorites there, or are you going to go with one of the stronger horses in the field?
Right, so in the DSTV Gold Vase, obviously also very nice to see DSTV still supporting the racing industry, so not withdrawing because of COVID. So it's really good to see the tradition going on with the DSTV Gold Vase.
They're going to make a lot of money because no one can go to the track, so everyone's going to be watching it on DSTV. So it's a nice way of them giving back.
Exactly. So actually, the horse which I just want to touch on first, which I just want to warn the punters a little bit on, is the number 10, Atyab. They have a very nice nickname for him in Afrikaans. They call him Ati. Now, Atyab, the PE Raider, absolutely champion horse. He's done nothing wrong. He's won in Cape Town. He's run second last time out, which was in PE. I think something has gone amiss with Zitzman Oosthuizen and Atyab. Maybe he's been running too much, but I actually see a potential for Atyab missing the top 4 years. So if you are playing the PR, I know this horse will shorten. I can tell you this with quite a lot of confidence. There's big punters waiting for Atyab to run on July Day. But just a word of caution, I'm not too strong on Atyab, and he is the best rated. That's why I wanted to touch on him on this race. He's the best rated in this race. But bar that, let's go on to one of our fancies, which we are quite strong on here, is the number 3, Nebras. Now, this is the Sean Terry inmate with Lyle Hewitton aboard carrying 54. His last run was so impressive. It was just unbelievable the way he beat Heartstrings, Tyrus Express, Apollo Robbins, and Romeo's Magic. Now, by saying that, none of the horses I've just mentioned, Heartstrings and Tyrus Express, are good horses, but the way he beat them by 5.5 lengths, just cruising on by over a 2,000 meters. Now, I always say this, and it's something that we always notice. If a horse wins over 2,000 meters or further, and he wins by quite an easy length, you would suggest the horse is in a really good space at the moment. And if you look at the field, there's a lot of odd runs here, which was good. Dream Destiny, Atyab, Illuminate, but then you look at Nebras, the way he just finished his last race. I can't believe when I saw the odds, I've already had a nibble. I was shocked to see this horse priced up at 10-1. I think he shortened maybe now, but I was shocked to see this horse at 10-1. I think that's great each way value, is Nebras.
All right, so Nebras for race number 4 is your big fancy. The number 3.
Correct. Number 3, yeah.
Let's jump over to the next selection, which you've got something for us. It's race number 9. We've got MK's Pride. He opened at just over 3. He's now trading just under 3. Ultra Magnus, Eden Rock, Captain Tatters, and then it goes down. Any fancies here, Simon? I'm calling you Simon from the podcast. Sorry, Tim.
No worries. Yeah, maybe I'm a sucker for the older horses this July, because I have gone for the oldest horse in the race again, which is funny enough the number 4 Chanty Man, which is Luke Ferraris as well, hoping for a July winner and then to win in the ninth race. So absolutely hoping for a massive day for Luke. But I have gone quite strongly in the camp of Chanty Man. I think his last run was really impressive when running second to Vernici over the Pinnacle Stakes, which took place in Scottsville. He was well beaten by Vernici, but just the way he ran on from quite well back with Luke retaining the ride just shows me that this horse could maybe just sneak a little bit of an upset above MK's Pride. So I think Gentleman, massive value. I'm not sure, Robert, I'm sure you'll update us with what the odds are.
It's currently 12.5 over on Hollywoodbets, 1.75 place. Shantyman, horse number 4 for race 9 is Tim's selection. Let's jump over to our last race, or the last race of the day, actually, where Tim does have some selections, and that's race number 10. And we've got a few horses here. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Well, I am again, once again. Capoeira, Native Tongue, Silver Operator, Approach Control, Cat Daddy, and then we have the rest of the field. Any strong fancies here?
Yeah. So, Robert, you're going to think I'm crazy here, but I'm going once again for the Luke Ferraris team, which is the number 8 Silver Operator. Now, this, once again, at any price, if you take this all in a Yankee or in a bet, I think Silver Operator is around 6s, 7s. This horse is just, once again, also well underrated. He is much better than what he was. He actually ran 4th to do it again. And the reason I've gone for this is, if you clearly look at my selections in this video, is Sovereign Spirit, which I like in the main race. This just ran a neck behind Sovereign Spirit. And I think dropping from a Pinnacle Stakes after running 4th to do it again, Sir Michael, Sovereign Spirit, meeting a field like this in the last on July day, I think it's going to be a sweet payday for Luke Ferraris with Vaughan Marshall teaming up here. He's weighted quite well to not the top weight, which is the number 4. So drawn 8, I think that the outside draw is actually going to suit him. I was waiting for an outside draw, and the way he ran his last race, you can look, he was really unlucky. So I think that could end the day really well. So just hoping Luke Ferraris has his racing whip and shoes on, and we can have a really good day with him, backing him on a lot of rides.
All right, fantastic. Thanks for sharing all those tips, Tim. He's gone with, once again, just a quick recap for the main race. It's Rainbow Bridge is the heavy fancy. Got the Green Light is also one that Tim thinks is going to come in as a close race, and then Sovereign Spirit and She's a Keeper as your outsiders. Tim, before we end off this program, tell us a bit more about how to get in contact with you for your horse racing tips over on Pocket the Winner.
Yeah, so basically anyone can just go onto our website, which is www.pocketthewinner.co.za. We're also really mobile friendly. If you want to maybe just immediately get into the WhatsApp stages, you can WhatsApp our team at 079-857-2845, and they can help you, assist you on WhatsApp, which I'm sure we all still use WhatsApp, so it's very convenient. But basically from there onwards, they can then go ahead and buy a subscription. We really are affordable. We're all about making punters more educated when placing bets, and we also share some information from trainers and jockeys. Like I mentioned, we do have a syndicate where we actually have horses in running with a few trainers, and we do get some really good information as well. So we always share that with our members along the way, and I can tell you this, we'll definitely get a lot of information as well for the July as well from trainers and jockeys.
All right, great. That's pocketthewinner.co.za, and there are a couple packages for punters to choose from, a few different payment options if you are interested in those as well. Tim, thanks for joining me for this Durban July preview. Hopefully it's a cracking race. I know it's going to be run behind closed doors, so it's maybe not going to have all the snazz and pizzazz as you usually find at a horse racing event, but hope we can pick up a few winners and some profit. I think that would be the best kind of outcome that we can hope for in these kind of COVID times.
No, definitely, I agree. And thanks for having me on the show. And hopefully, we'll continue building on the success, and we'll be next year again.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back with some winners again next year. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.